Welcome to the Socially Unfiltered podcast,
where we'll be taking you along for our deep dives and doom scrolls through social media, entrepreneurship, and pop culture.
We're your hosts, Lex and Veronica, and together we're looking at everything through an unfiltered lens on the things that shape our everyday lives and society.
So grab a drink and get ready to explore the uncharted territories of online trends, share candid conversations, and uncover the stories behind the headlines.
This is the Socially Unfiltered podcast. Welcome to the 2000's, baby.
We're time traveling today. I feel like our last few episodes have all been about like what's coming up and what we're currently doing, and today we're really throwing it back.
Going back. I know. I'm excited. This is like gonna be so fun.
Our childhoods wrapped up into one episode.
And it's so funny that we basically had the same childhood and we are 4 years apart. Like kids don't have that anymore. If you're 4 years, if you're even like 2 years apart, I feel like it's your lives are so different.
Yeah. I mean, even like looking at my niece and nephew, like one is 15 and one is 11, and like they are living completely different lives. So to think that you and I were doing the same things at that age. But even now, I feel like we just had such we had access to very weird things.
Yeah.
That we shouldn't have had access.
It's so funny. I was just like thinking about this episode yesterday and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to record about this. And I was just thinking about how I was on Zwinky. Like that was one of the, I didn't put it on here, but I was on Zwinky like fighting with people. Like I was straight up like arguing with these little characters. And it's like, it was so bad.
That's so
and like at
funny.
one point I catfished and that was not my proudest moment.
ASL.
Yeah, like I was on Zwinky and you had profiles and I took some like model off of Google and I used her photos. And I think my name was Danny. So I was like catfishing on Zwinky.
What a time. Kids these
and I
days
got called
don't be
out and I
catfishing
was
like we used to.
Yeah, I got called out, so that was embarrassing. But
I feel like I don't know, like random MySpace pages. Like I feel like people were really in their catfishing era during MySpace, and it was all like Tumblr pictures. Like you would just see the same like 5 girls with their hand like this and like the swoopy bangs and the sleeves like this.
Yes, the sleeves.
Like this was every Tumblr picture.
Oh my god. With the fucking Starbucks frappuccinos.
Yeah. The overhead, like straight, like every single MySpace picture I had, I swear to God, was like,
oh, it was straight up and down. I remember I used to copy Miley Cyrus's photo. Except she actually looked cute. I remember when all those photos of her leaked, I was like, she's the coolest girl ever. Like, literally. I need to take photos like her.
Do you remember when the video of her smoking weed was like leaked? Wait, and remember the one of like Kylie and Kendall dancing to a Tyga song and people were like, whoa, like, oh my God.
It was like the biggest fucking deal. Back then you could get away with so much more though. Like now you can't do shit without like being exposed online. But
I know, God, like, did you see all of this stuff with what's his name? Oh my God, what's his name?
You're talking about Twitch or
what's his name? Why is Twitch? No, I almost said the same thing.
Why did I call him Twitch?
What the fuck is his name?
His name
is
Sketch. Okay, close. He's a Twitch streamer.
Yes,
I saw all this stuff with Sketch. I mean, he's owning it, so I love that for him. But
I love that. Literally, like every PR team needs to be like, oh, like this is how we're gonna make people respond in times of
on
crisis.
His live stream where he goes, "I did not have sexual relations with that man," and then he runs away and he's like, "Yes, I did."
My favorite part was when he goes, and I texted it to you this morning. He's like, I might quit. I might stream more. I don't know. What did Kim Kardashian do?
She made a whole ass business on it. So keep going,
it's just
honey.
like, it like actually makes me mad because I saw somebody talking about it and they're like, how do you just like keep this lie and you have a whole secret life and blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't really feel like that's the situation. Like, I feel like that was something like he did and it like came to light against his better judgment. Like he didn't get to make that choice, but to say he was like secretly living this like lie and like kept this from I'm like, yeah, he probably did, but like it's it's not owed to anybody. Like every single person who gains popularity is supposed to be like, okay, here's every single thing I've ever done in my
Ever
entire life, good or
done. Yeah.
bad. Like, fuck off, get wrecked.
But it just shows you too, your digital footprint is out there
Mhm.
and anything can be found from
Literally.
years and years prior and whatever, and it will be. But I
Mhm.
do love how he's handling it, and he's just kinda like, "Yeah, like, I did it, and
Mhm. And
whatever."
his
Like,
friends are being supportive, like, that makes
I
me happy.
know, I
If people
know.
are like, "He was my
Plus,
friend
like, it's
yesterday."
2024, like,
Literally, who
I don't
cares?
know. Who cares what you're doing
Literally, who cares?
at all?
And he probably made a bag while he was doing it, so
I would hope.
respect the hustle. Sketch.
Exactly. Twitch, sketch.
Twitch.
Yeah, speaking of, hustles and social media and secret lives, I clearly had one when I was fucking 11 years old on Zwinky pretending to be a 28-year-old model, so there's that.
I love that for you.
It
We
was
should
it
bring
was
that
fun.
back. Let's rejoin Zwinky and start catfishing people.
I honestly wanna rejoin all of these websites
Mhm.
again and play all these games,
I
and
know.
so okay, so if you haven't picked up on this, and I'm
Oops.
gonna be really sad if, like, listeners don't remember these because I think when you're, uh, I don't know, anyone born, like, later than 1999, I really don't know if they will know this.
Or
Maybe.
if your parents, like, supervised your internet
Yeah,
activity, you might
then
not
you will
know
not
about
know.
a lot of these.
Yes, that too. If you did not have a laptop that you were sneaking on at night, then
Mhm.
yeah, or if you were supervised. I
Mhm.
was not. Had a
No, me
Ukrainian
either.
mom who didn't understand what I was doing on social media,
My mom
so
was like, "Here's this laptop for Christmas, like, have fun.
literally, leave me
Explore."
alone.
I'm like, "Okay."
So, yeah, we're gonna be just debriefing all of these websites and game accounts, not accounts, like gaming websites, and
Mhm. Just, like,
I don't
stuff
know.
from the 2000s that,
Yes,
like, we
all the things.
remember or, like you said, games we played. We have some stuff
Mhm.
on here that's, like, things too, like, objects that
Yeah.
we had that really strike a chord when you think about them for the first time. So, yeah, before we dive into everything, make sure you check out everything that's linked in the show notes. We have our blueprint, we have our group chat, and if you're listening to this episode before 10 a.m. Eastern time, there is still time for you to go enter our giveaway for any piece of merch from our shop. And you'll also get access into the blueprint the last few hours to get 20% off of our blueprint. And again, everything is linked in the show notes, so we won't take too much of your time because we're excited to talk about everything that corrupted us as children.
Yeah, I feel like we should start with Chat Roulette and Omegle because I think that's where, like, so much started.
Yeah, I was introduced to a lot of things on those websites that no
A lot of dicks.
preteen child, a lot of wieners, so many wieners. I literally said something to Ethan not that long ago, it was probably months ago at this point, but he was like, I was, like, telling him about Chat Roulette and Omegle, and he's like, "Would you really just, like, see dicks, like, pop up?" And I'm like,
Oh,
"Yeah."
it was there the second you clicked
Well,
next, like,
is it
it's
still there? Like, are these websites still active?
I don't know, we really should have looked because I feel like Chat Roulette's definitely I feel like they have to be there still, right? Unless it's just unsafe at this point.
Nope, their Chat Roulette is 100% still active,
Oh my god.
and Omegle was shut down in 2020. Wait, when you go to omegle.com, there's a picture of a tombstone that says Omegle from
Stop.
2009 to 2023, and it's, like, this super long letter about, like, how unsafe it was and, like, how they
Of
tried
all
hard.
tyrannies, a tyranny sincerely exercised for the good of its victims may be the most oppressive. What?
This is so funny. They're literally like, "Sorry, this got so out of hand."
Why didn't we look at this?
I
Oh,
didn't even
jeez.
think to look at this. Omegle's moderation even had a positive impact beyond the site. We worked with law enforcement agencies and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children to help put evildoers in prison where they belong. There are people rotting behind bars right now, thanks in part to evidence that Omegle proactively collected against them and tipped the authorities off to. Okay, wow. I wonder how this worked with like do you think if something was collected against somebody from Omegle, it's like solid evidence? Like, I feel like there had to be a lot of really weird court cases with this. Wow, this might have just turned
Yeah,
into a different episode.
I know, we should do, like, a deep dive on
Yeah, I,
Omegle.
like, never thought to, like, look at this stuff. Okay,
Okay.
wow, I'm gonna add this to our list of things to deep dive into at
Leif
some point.
K. Brooks. Yeah, and this is the longest thing ever. I didn't read all of it, but
No,
wow,
I
he
just, like,
started it when he
skimmed
was
it.
18 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. Well, good to know. So Chat Roulette is still up and running, though. Like, we could Chat Roulette a couple people.
When you're here, we're gonna literally play all of these games. Oh, yeah, we didn't
Oh,
even announce
yeah.
that.
Here
Should we
I
save
come.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lex is coming into town. We won't tell you when yet, but it's soon.
Soon.
For the
Going to the
first time
Cape.
ever.
I'm summering at the Cape is what I'm
She has a
telling
Cape
people.
house. She has a Cape house. She's coming to the Cape.
Just kidding. I don't summer anywhere. Um, but no, we really do. I actually think it would make a great episode if we just chat rouletted for an hour.
No, literally, that'd be so fun, and played all these little
If
games.
yeah. Yeah.
So if you're not familiar, yeah, Omegle was just this, like, website that you can go to with your webcam, and, like, you would just do it with friends, some people would do it alone, and it's just to chat with random strangers on, like, webcam. It's like FaceTiming with
Strangers.
random ass people, and, yeah, some conversations are definitely weird, and you saw
Mhm.
very weird things and a lot of wieners.
A lot of wieners. It's, like, so like, think about how truly wild that was to us at that time.
I
Like,
know.
social media didn't really expand beyond, like, people you knew in real life at that point, so, like, for something like this to be like, no wonder we were, like, enamored with it. Like, we were like, "Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
this is, like, the coolest thing ever."
I was
Because we didn't
11 when I
Yeah.
2009, I was 11 years old.
Mhm. Yeah.
You were 15?
Yeah. I wonder when Chat Roulette came out because I feel like that was first. Because I definitely remember doing this way before I was 15.
Oh, yeah.
When did it come out? Wow, this Chat Roulette says 2009 too. Okay, wow, I
Mm.
guess I was way older than I thought I was. I for sure thought I was, like, 11 or 12.
I was
Anyway.
11, which is not
Yeah.
good. Yeah, at
Yeah.
least it's better for you that you were 15 and I was 11 seeing this shit online. Oh my god.
No, mine
But
just came from
funny,
weird AOL chat rooms. Did you ever go
some
into
use
those?
oh, yes. Yes, my name was xxvikalove, XX at aim.com. That email's probably still up. I didn't remove it ever, so
I know, I always wonder what happened to those or, like, old Yahoo emails. Like, I definitely had a random Yahoo email at some
Mhm.
point. Actually, do you remember when the Yahoo email introduced, like, the little avatar and you could, like, go in and build it? And, like,
Yes.
I did that for, like, a long time.
I don't remember what my Yahoo email was,
I
but
don't
I
either.
remember I had Hotmail. My mom still
Mhm.
has Hotmail. Love that
Mhm.
for her.
Some people
Yeah,
don't
the
like
AOL
change.
chats, like, running home like, we didn't have phones, we were, like,
Right.
sprinting home to get to our laptops to get into the AOL chats, and, like,
Mhm.
you could mark your little, your sign as, like, away or, like,
Your
here
away
if
message? Oh, yeah. I, like,
oh my
actually
god.
think like, that's what notes on Instagram reminds me of, is, like, people putting
Yeah,
up a little away message.
mhm. Even, like, for a hot second, Skype became a thing for
Oh,
whatever
Skype
reason.
was my like, Skype was
I'm like,
huge my freshman year of
"Yes."
college. Like, that was the only way we were talking, that or BBM, like, BlackBerry
Yeah,
Messenger.
yep.
Everybody was Skyping, though. Like, I remember, like,
No,
my
it's
friends
so weird to I'm like, "Skype?"
Yeah, it's
But
so weird because
we didn't
well, I
have
guess, like
iPhones, so
yeah, like, FaceTime, I guess, wasn't a thing. But,
yeah.
yeah, we used to have, like, a I remember we had, like, a group, like, Skype link in my freshman college, like, group of friends, and, like, when we went home on break, like, none of us were ever like, "Oh, can you get on at this time?" Like, the link was just, like,
No.
always there, and we would, like, go to it whenever, and, like, there'd be one person there, we would all
Yeah.
be there, whatever. Like, it was literally like a virtual living room, we used to call it, and,
Which
like
is so fun, like, that is so
I
fun to
know.
not have, like, anything planned out, like, you just get
Right.
home and you're like, "Okay, we'll see who's online," and it's,
Right.
like, exciting, and you don't know who you're gonna FaceTime with or, like,
Mhm.
Skype with, and it would just be fun to see, like, who's online and, like,
Right. Well, now
messaging them and
if a call isn't scheduled, like, 3 to 5 business days in
I know.
advance right now, I don't get on it, so
Yeah,
don't call
correct.
me unprovoked.
No. Please don't.
But yeah, Chat Roulette and Omegle, those were and AOL chat rooms, they were definitely introducing things to me that I guess at a not appropriate age, I guess older than I thought I was, but yeah.
15 is still very young, but
Mhm. I know, and to think I was a senior in high school when I turned 16 my senior year of high school. Like,
what?
yeah, because I graduated early.
Oh, what the hell? You were
Yeah. Wait,
16 as a
have I never
senior?
told you? Yeah, so I was already young for my grade to begin with. Like, I was gonna graduate high school when I was 17, and I was supposed to graduate in 2011. When I was in ninth grade no, when I was in 8th grade, a lot of my friends were the grade above me, like, my 2 best friends were in the grade above me. So when they all left to go to high school, I was in 8th grade and was like, "Oh my god, I want to graduate, like, with my 2 best friends who are the grade above me." So when I got into ninth grade, I basically took ninth grade as a whole, and then my 2nd year in high school, the 1st semester I was considered in 10th grade, and the 2nd semester I was considered in 11th grade, and then my 3rd year in high school, I was a senior.
How do you
So
just do everything in one semester like that? That's crazy.
yeah, so basically, it shouldn't have been a thing. Apparently the school doesn't let people do this anymore because I, like, just talked about it with my mom when I was there. Um, Basically what happened was because I worked at my family's restaurant for, like, 20 plus hours a week, they considered that enough, like, physical activity that I didn't need to take gym classes my senior year, so, like, that immediately knocked off one class that I had to take. Then there was this teacher, shout out Miss Tucker, literally changed my life. She basically did a bunch of independent studies with me. So I would go to school and, like, take all of my regular classes, and then during, like, lunch, instead of, like, going to, like, the cafeteria and having lunch, I would go to her classroom and she would assign me a book and, like, assign me a, like, assignment or whatever, and I would just do it during my lunch period, and then at the end of the semester, that counted for, like, one of my English classes that I had to take. Like, I basically just did, like, every loophole that the school would allow. And because I was already young to begin with, like, I was only supposed to be 17 when I graduated because I did it a year early. I was only 16 when I graduated, but
Oh
I
my god.
turned 16 in October, so I started school in September as a senior as 15. And then when I went to college my freshman year, I was 16, and I didn't really understand until I got a little bit older, like, why that was such,
Yeah.
like, an alarming thing. Like,
Yeah,
at
holy
this
shit. I
yeah,
cannot imagine being in college at 16.
no.
Like, I was like,
Yeah, it's, like,
a
actually
fetus.
insane and, like, weird to think about. Sorry,
That
complete side note, I just can't believe
no,
I've
I had
never, like,
no idea.
fully
That's wild,
I
and the
can't
fact
believe
that
I've
they just
never
let
explained that.
you no. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, good for you. Fucking school sucks.
Well, no, because in that, like, people hear that and they're like, "Oh my god, you're so smart, like, you graduated early," and I'm like, "No, I literally just, like, picked every loophole that I
Yeah.
possibly could
Oh,
and
now
was
you
like."
could never do that shit.
Yeah, no, now because my nephew, he, like, technically has enough credits that he could graduate a year early, like, in a normal way, but they, like, literally like, there's so many things that they, like, don't let them do anymore that I'm like, "Oh, well,
Yeah.
I definitely did," and somehow, I still my 2nd semester of my senior year had late arrival and early dismissal, so somehow I graduated early and still ran out of, like, classes to take at the end. I don't know. I, like, truly don't sometimes I think about that and it's a fever dream, like, sometimes I think I, like, made that up in my head, but I definitely didn't.
And now she owns a business, so
I
take note from
know.
that. Yeah, no, the whole thing that sparked this entire episode is, like, Lex went to her mom's house and discovered all of these little treasures from the 2000s that
I
your
didn't even
mom
know
still
we're
has,
there.
which is wild. Like, I just would die to see all of my old stuff like that, like, from
Mhm.
the 2000s, because it's just it's iconic. Like,
Yeah.
you had so many good things and
Yeah, just, like, old games and, like, I found, like, a
yeah.
digital camera and, like, I found a coupon to Hollister from 2010, like,
Oh,
literally just stuff that I didn't even know was there. Actually, none of us even remembered saving the stuff that was in that box, so it was very strange that we found it, but, yeah, lots of really old relics from the
Ugh, the
2000s.
orange VHS tapes, though, I was like, "Oh my
Yes.
god, that brought me back."
That was something that I had forgotten about. Like, I had and, doesn't it make you so sad that, like, kids won't experience that now?
Yes, it's
Like,
so
everything's streaming. They don't have, like,
yes.
physical copies of things. Like,
We
it
sound
was
like our fucking
parents.
parents are like,
I know.
"Back in my day, like, we didn't have the"
Oh,
But I really think
literally.
we were, like, the last of the generations that had these,
Mhm.
like, not the phones, and, like, we had to
Mhm.
go outside and entertain each
No,
other, and, like,
literally.
using house phones to call our friends, and it's
Oh my
just,
god, do
like
you remember having to, like, call and
fun.
ask for somebody? Like,
Yes. "Hi, is blah blah blah
and
home?"
it would make, like, or you had to, like, I don't know, some of my friends, we would, like, literally plan to the minute, like, when somebody was gonna call so that it didn't, like, actually ring out loud. Like, you would just, like, answer
Oh,
it
yes,
really
you just
fast.
picked it up. Yep. It's like, "Okay,
Mhm.
you get home at this time," and you'd
Yep.
write it on, like, either on your hand,
Yep.
always on the hand, or, like, on a little piece of paper you take
Mhm.
home.
Yeah. Literally so many weird things that just would be so weird to have to do now. Even, like, have you seen when people are, like, ask a kid to, like, pretend like they're talking on the phone, like, they don't, like, pretend to be holding or, like, they pretend to be holding an iPhone, not, like, making the phone because they don't know what a phone like this looks like, they don't know that that's a thing.
Yeah.
Isn't that, like, kinda
Yeah.
it's, like, actually really sad, but, like,
It does make
whatever.
me sad.
Shout out iPhones and children being the best babysitters.
Yeah. No, honestly. Yeah.
No
Nobody
judgment. Little screen time never hurt nobody.
No, I loved watching my movies and my VHS tapes, but I
Mhm.
remember, like, you have to, like, go to the library to rent, like, the movies. Like,
Yes.
I would rent Harriet the Spy over and over because I was
That
obsessed
was
with that, and it's, like, the orange ones, and you have to, like, put
Mhm.
your name I remember, like, learning how to get a library card and do
Mhm.
that stuff when I was, like, 10 with my mom,
Yep.
and, like, I wish I could remember that library teacher's name because she was just so sweet and excited every
Aw.
time people, like, came in there, and it was cool because the library was, like, this is just, like, a core memory, oh my god, I'm, like, remembering this library. It's tiny, and you go into the basement, so it was really cool in the basement because it's, like I don't know, it felt like a little secret, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, and you could pick out all your movies that you wanted to watch or, like, the
Mhm.
books. Ugh, I
We
wanna go back.
had library first of all, our library, it was in this, like, old, like, castle-looking building, like, actually, I meant to take a picture of it when I was home last because it's like, didn't I send you the picture of the other castle that's in my town?
Yes,
Like, it's so weird for me to think, like,
the
other
bar.
people yes, the bar that we went to is
Yeah,
literally a
that's
castle.
sick.
Like, it's just so funny to me to think that, like, other people didn't like, this was just so normal. Like, I didn't realize until I was an adult and, like, moved away, like, oh, like, other people, like, didn't just hang out in castles because we used to, like, hang out there my senior year. So, anyway, our library was also in a, like, castle-y looking building, and you would go down into the basement, which is where the computers were, like, when that became a thing. So, like, our
Mhm.
little, like, computer area was in the basement, so I also have very good memories of going to
Oh
the
my
basement of my
god.
library, but we had so you could rent movies and stuff from the library, but they were very, like, kid and family friendly movies, but then
Yes.
we also had, like, an actual movie, like, rental store in our town, not like Blockbuster, like, it was not like a big chain, it was just, like, a tiny little thing, like, I can literally still smell that place today, like, it's so weird.
My
But you would,
god.
like, walk through and, like, all of the DVD and, like, VHS covers are, like, on the wall, and they had, like if they had 2 copies of it to rent, there were 2 tags, and you could, like, take
Mhm.
one of the tags, and if the tags were gone, that's how you knew they were all rented, like, it's so crazy to me that now
No.
like, "Oh my god, I'm so excited for this new movie to come
I
out, let me hit
know.
play."
You
I'm like,
just
"That's
buy
so
it.
boring."
Just, like no, you gotta put in the work if you really
Yes.
wanna see this movie. Ours used to be at, like I think it was Stop and Shop that they had the little,
Mm,
like, thing where you can rent. So, I would, like, make my mom go to the Stop and Shop,
mhm.
and we would, like you have to put your card in, and you have to rent it, and then you have to return it with, like, a three-day window or something, so it's
Yep.
like
Was it like the red box things?
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
eventually we got one of those too, but for a really long time it was this, like, old school, like, movie store that, like, I swear isn't even like, there's no way those are still a thing. There's no way. It's actually an Ace
Uh,
Hardware now, I drove past it the other day.
I wish there was, like think about just having, like, a little town that's just still stuck in, like, the 2000s,
I
and you
mean,
can,
we
like,
could
go
do
wait, can
that.
we do that? Just grab all your shit, all the boxes you found, and we're gonna make our own little town
Literally. Imagine
for
just
just,
stuck
like,
in
call it, like, the Nostalgiaville or
we
something, I
could
don't
literally
know.
make, like, a 2000s themed, like, Airbnb, and
Oh, that would be sick. I see a lot of bachelorettes doing Y2K right now.
mhm. And, yeah, do you remember when the whole like, the world was gonna end, like, on the New Year's Eve of, like, 1999 going to 2000? Everyone's, like, bracing for it.
Well, I wasn't alive in 1999, but I mean, in 19 wait, yes, I
Yes, you
was.
were.
1998, but I was not here. I was 2. I wasn't alive,
Okay,
I
so you don't remember.
I don't
I
remember that, but
remember
I remember Coney 2012 though, and I
Yeah,
remember the world ending in 2012, and I was, like, going to sleep, and I'm like, "Is this my last sleep?"
yep. That's my niece's birthday. Her birthday is 12/21/12.
Stop.
Mhm. Just
Oh my
like
god.
queen ending the world.
Love that. Yeah, I love that for her. I remember, like, literally saying everything I wanted to say to people and then waking up the next day, and I was
You're
like,
like, "Oh,
"Fuck."
shit."
I definitely started some drama, and I was like, "Screw it, the world's ending, doesn't matter."
That is so funny. But
It
wait, I
doesn't
feel
take
like we
much.
didn't talk enough about the orange VHS tapes because I feel like that was very much part of the experience of getting VHS tapes was like seeing what color it was gonna be when that
Yeah.
like first became a thing because
Mhm.
there were different colors. Like the Nickelodeon ones were usually always orange,
Yeah.
but then there was like green too. Like Shrek, I think was green.
Yes. And you it would be, like, cool if you got the color one
Yeah.
for
I
whatever,
think
like, movie it was.
what color? I think Monsters Inc. was a different color too. Yeah, it was blue.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's so funny. Do you remember when colored ketchup was a thing for a minute?
No?
Oh my god, it was like when Shrek came out, I think.
Really?
Hold
Wait,
on.
the fact that I look up VHS tapes and it's, like, iMemories pops up, why? I
Oh,
don't want
weird.
iMemories, I want a VHS tape.
Weird.
It's just, like, all of the VHS
Different
tapes of, like
colors.
yeah.
Oh, like
It's just,
even
like,
the
a whole
covers of
thing of
them.
yes. Oh my
Wait, did
god, I
you
used to love the covers.
did you ever watch any of the Mary-Kate and Ashley, like, The Adventures of Mary-Kate and Ashley VHS tapes?
I don't think so.
There was one they had, like, a,
I'm
like,
sorry.
sleepover.
There's no way this one is being sold for $30,000?
Hmm. So what you're saying is I should have saved them.
Beauty and the Beast, like $30,000 on Etsy. I'm
Ew,
sorry.
I can, like, literally still feel that when I look at
I
it.
know. Yes, when you the way you open it,
It
like,
was like
it's like a yeah. Oh, the pop, and
and
then,
when
like
you
and then closing it. Oh,
it was not nearly as exciting when DVDs came out. That was, like, a little
no. Oh my god, dude, like, this person is selling, like, The Little Mermaid and, like, Aladdin, 101 Dalmatians, $17,000.
there's no way, like, I mean, I
What
guess,
has she
yeah, they're
sold? Like
probably super collectible and very expensive
but
now.
0 sales. Makes sense. Like, are you nuts? The
Well, because
Fox and
when
the
you say
Hound.
there's other ones on here for, like, $10.
Yes, like 12 bucks,
Oh my god, this one's
$1,000.
800.
That's
The
crazy.
wait, this one comes with the band cover. Why was the
Whoa.
cover banned? Oh, wasn't it? It's because the castle looks like dicks. Wait, do you remember this? Oh, I can't
What?
turn my screen. Yeah, on the original Little Mermaid cover, the castle, I swear to God, I might be making this up. Hold on.
Is this a,
Let me not lie.
what's it called? The Mandela effect?
Yeah, the original artwork for the 1990 Disney Little Mermaid VHS Black Diamond Edition was banned because the background featured a golden castle with spires that some thought resembled phallic symbols. Literally, the castle in the background looks like dicks, so they banned it.
Wait, I'm trying to look it up.
Hold
I
on.
mean, I guess, but, like, this one doesn't really look like that.
Look at the picture that I just sent you.
Oh, wait. I see. There's no way they didn't mean to do that. Oh my god, yeah, the one in the middle. Jeez. Okay. Well,
Childhood ruined. I, like, for sure thought that was fake. Like, I didn't even wanna continue saying why I thought that was banned because I was like, "No, this is probably made up." But no, apparently it's very real.
Apparently, it's
Good
real.
to know.
That's
Good to
crazy.
know. There were a lot of other websites that I went to or that we
Yeah.
apparently both spent a lot of time on
Yeah.
because we had a mini debrief over some of these topics because it came up like
Oh
organically
my
and
god.
we
We were
shut it down. But
like
so another one like Zwingy, I don't even know how to say this. Is it just IMVU?
always called it IMVU, yeah.
Right? Like, I don't think that
Yeah.
there's, like, a pronunciation of it. So if you're not familiar with that, it's basically like a role-playing doll game. Like, you literally make a person and there's, like, a town and you can chat with people. It's literally the same thing as Zwinky, like, if you ever
But it was,
heard
like,
of that.
grown up, like, it was, like, you're
It's like
older.
a hot, like, model
Yes, it's like
version.
a hot one,
Mhm.
yeah, everyone, like, looks like
And
Zwinky, I feel like was, like, very character-like.
yeah, this was, like, realistic.
IMVU was, like, very realistic, like, almost
Mhm.
like AI, I would say. Like, it
Yes.
reminds me of that,
Or, like,
which
what
they were
the
ahead of their time,
No,
okay?
literally, because like, virtual reality games now, like, that's what people do. Like, there
Yes.
are people that play the games and, like, literally, like, clock in for shifts because of, like,
Oh, yeah.
what they're doing. But I
Yes,
that
like, we
was
literally could.
wasn't it
Love
also
IMVU.
it was, like,
The
very
3D
sexual.
avatar. It was
Yeah,
very sexual.
it was, like,
Um,
very
I don't know if it was because we were making it sexual
that's
or
what I
if
mean.
it
I'm like,
was
was it
sexual.
meant to be or were we just playing it the wrong way?
Says, "Is IMVU appropriate for kids? Not the safest place for children and young teens to spend their time online." Okay, yes, much of the user base is older. The overall design of the game promotes flirtation and sexuality. Yeah, this is where, like, definitely was discovering
Yeah. Well, yeah,
that.
because, like, a lot of the thing like, it wasn't just, like, you chatting with somebody, like, you could make your people do things, and, like, a lot of the
Yeah.
actions were,
Like
like,
uh-huh.
sexual acts and stuff that were just, again, not
Yeah,
appropriate. But
and,
yeah.
like, it's very realistic, like, the
Mhm.
characters and, like, you could have babies in it and,
Yeah.
like, all this stuff. I
It's
mean, it
very
wasn't,
sweet.
like, very graphic, but I can't remember if it was never, like, naked, though, like, I don't think
I don't
the
think so. I don't remember it being I think, like I don't
I
know.
don't think s yeah, I don't
I
think
don't
it
remember
was
it being
ever
like that. I
'cause
might
then that would
also
be, like, an actual
be
sex game, and I don't think it's that. I think it was just very, like, flirtatious and, like,
yeah,
a lot of sexuality stuff.
very
Um
sultry, if you will.
Mhm. Yes.
But we did play some that were not
Yeah.
always introducing us to things we shouldn't know about.
My god.
Um, a huge one that I think, like, a lot of people knew about was addicting games. Like,
Yes. Oh,
I fucked with addicting games
same,
so hard. Like,
same.
I remember opening up the homepage and, like, just going through and, like, right click open new tab to, like, every game that I wanted
Every
to play
single
that
one.
day.
Yes,
Mhm. And then I would
and
just
you
go through and,
go
like
through it.
yep, and close them as I got bored with
You have
them.
to, like is that it's still up, right?
I think that was one that we looked at. Yeah, I think it
Yeah,
is.
addictinggames.com, free online games. There's probably so
Mhm.
many ads at this point, but oh my god. Ugh! This
Which
is
one?
literally like no, it's just bringing me back to, like, seeing the but it's looks so different.
It looks
But
so
it's
yeah,
like the
remember when it was just, like, one little tiny frame and
the
then, like, a description of them?
yes.
Wait, but do
Oh,
you
these don't
remember,
look
like
nearly as fun as what we played.
wait, which one?
These don't look as fun as when we played.
I know, I'm, like, clicking through some of these, I don't know if
Wait.
like, remember the one where you had to, like, beat up the little guy and you could, like, put him on your, like, computer screen?
Oh my god, yes!
And you could literally, like, move it onto your desktop
Yes. Oh, there's a Reddit.
about what it used to be.
Yeah. Top 50 games.
Yeah, I need to see, like, a list of, like
Me
oh my god,
too.
I just found a screenshot of what it used to look like.
Stop.
Wait, hold on. Oh my god,
Send it
this
to me.
is so trippy. I just texted it to you. This is what I remember.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my god,
Oh my god.
what was it's like Buddy, something Buddy game where you beat up little guy.
Running up the balls. Bird balls,
Kick
I don't
the Buddy.
okay, yes. Kick the buddy?
Yep, apparently these are still a thing. Kick the Buddy.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Oh my god, this is so funny. I need to see, like, gameplay. Yeah, and his arm you would, like, move him and, like, his arms would, like, stretch. This
Oh
is
my
so
god, this is
funny. I
crazy.
need to see, like, a list of, like, what games were popular on addicting games. 2000s. 12 of the best throwback games. Curveball, Spank the Monkey, Dirt Bike. Oh my god, Tanks.
Everything Girl is still online too, and you could still
Oh yeah,
play.
that was another one. Everything Girl was my
That was
shit.
the best. Oh my god, they have Barbie career dolls.
Wait, that was something that I found. Oh, I
This
found
is
it.
shopping. Oh yeah, I don't wanna
Wait,
shop.
so if you go to this website, hold on, I'm texting it to you because you need to look at it, but I'll say it. So it's NUMUKI
Wait, yes. I
dot
remember this.
com, and it has all of the games. Like you can play all of the games that were on Barbie. If you go down to the bottom, you can like separate it by like all of the games that were on Barbie.com, all of the games that were on like Nickelodeon.com. Like the babysitting game on Barbie.com was like one of my favorite things ever. You basically just fed the baby and dressed it and gave it a bath. Like that's it.
iGirl dress up. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god,
This
My Scene. Do you remember My Scene?
wait, is it like scene like SCENE, right? Yeah,
Yes.
my scene games.
Mhm.
Yes, this was
Yep.
my shit. The My
Same.
Scene games was my shit. And like the makeover, I think that's where this will lead us into our
Yeah.
next week's episode of DIY because this is where it all started. Like the dazzling nails. Oh my
Mhm.
god, I always did the nails.
Wait, no, and we even said when we were talking about this a few whenever it was when we were talking about this that we swear like Diner Dash and like time management games like that, like I sincerely contribute that to like how I was able to like function in a restaurant setting, but then also like I swear to God, like it contributed to like my overall like time management skills.
No,
Like
I
I
agree.
swear these games set me up for
They
success.
really prepped us. Like
Mhm.
actually, I don't think I did the My Music, but I always did the like dress up,
Mhm.
the shopping, the beauty studio, the
Yep.
nails. Oh my god, I want to play the dazzling nails. And then you have to fucking watch all the ad. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Trying to get around in now.
It's
Hold on, I
literally
gotta
because
go knock out these nails quick on Barbie.com.
my nails
Oh,
aren't even
wait,
done,
I
but I
have
gotta
did you ever play the Polly Pocket one? I actually liked the Polly Pocket games better than the Barbie ones, I think.
I don't know, did I what was that one?
So
Polly
there was, like, the band, there was the pets. This is all on here, the new Mookie website, you can literally go to Polly Pocket and look at all of them. There was a pet rescue, there was a kitchen one.
I might
There
have yeah, I think I did those ones.
You probably did at some point, you had to have. Oh my god, Diva Stars, do you remember this?
Are you sending it to me? I
Yes.
don't
Wait, I
know.
don't really ever remember knowing why I knew what these people. I don't remember why I knew what this was, but I remember playing these games. Oh my god, dressupgames.com was one too.
Oh, yes, dress up
Wait,
games.
it's still up.
Mhm.
Stop. And it looks stop. You have to go to
No.
dressupgames.com right this very second. Wait, this is like
Stop.
actually might make me cry right now.
Oh my god.
Wait, stop. This is literally so bad. I can't know that these things still exist.
I know what I'm doing tonight to rot.
I used to love like the housemate, like where you would like do the houses. Did you ever do any of those?
I yeah, the decorate the
Yeah.
bedrooms. Yeah.
Wait,
The
this is
dog's bedroom.
so funny. I cannot believe that these are still up.
Oh my god,
I
there's so
knew
many
there was one that I was thinking of this whole time that I couldn't think of. It's dress up games, like the most
yes.
simple, basic website ever. That
Oh,
literally just like knocked the wind out of me for a second.
that yeah, I cannot fucking believe this, that it looks
The
the
exact
same.
same. I mean, they know their branding, I guess. Stay true to who you are. Like, they're still paying the domain to be active. This is
Yeah.
they've been paying it for 30 years.
I mean, they're probably making money still because of the ads, like, they have
Mhm.
the ads going still, so I'm sure they're making money. Good for them. I'm literally gonna play because I that just,
I
like, brought me back. Yeah, if you guys played the Krabby Patty game,
Oh, that
that's
was
the
my
one we were
shit.
like, it was so hard. I feel like that is literally what if you've never waitressed, like, playing this game, that is what being in the weeds feels like because it's craziness. You're running back and forth trying to get the Krabby Patties out. Oh my god.
That was the
It's
first time I
crazy.
felt stress in my life. I'm just
I
kidding.
know.
It was that damn Krabby Patty game. Nickelodeon actually had so many good ones. Like, did you ever play the Wild Thornberry one where you would have like the animal sanctuary and you had to
I
like
don't know.
you like
I played the
rescued
Rugrats, though. The Rugrat games I did play.
wait, what were those? On
Oh,
Nickelodeon?
I think so.
I don't know if I remember the Rugrats ones. I had a Rugrats like computer game. It was like a CD that had to go in.
Was it Nick Online? Yeah, Rugrats in Paris CD-ROM game.
I don't know if I had that one. Oh my god, I swear to God the one I had was about oh my god, wait, this is a screenshot from it. Yeah, the Rugrats adventure game.
Yeah, they had so many. There was, like, Mystery Adventure.
Mhm.
Oh, I did the Rugrats in Paris one.
Yeah, I don't think I ever had that one. I definitely had this Totally Angelica one though.
Oh my god.
Wait, did
Totally
you have
Angelica.
what other like computer like do you remember the Jumpstart computer games? Did you ever play any of those? They were more like school, like educational, whatever, but there was a few that like I actually really loved.
Let me see.
Like the Jumpstart fourth grade Haunted Island was my shit. I remember being so scared to play it because it's like spooky.
I don't think I did these.
I feel like they were so random and like weird. Like I actually don't know if I know of anybody else who's ever
I
played
did
them.
a lot of, like, Tarzan ones, though. I remember I did oh my god, what was the Tarzan one that I did?
I don't remember that.
I think it was Activity Center, Tarzan's Activity Center. Fuck, I hate, like, not remembering everything and, like,
No.
having to, like, see it to remember it.
Mhm. Or like I'm literally Googling like website that was for dress up games.
I
Like
know.
because I can't remember dressupgames.com. The brain do not be braining at 30 years old.
Called Disney. It was, like, on Windows, and it was a free game, and he was literally, like, fucking jumping around. It was a free download. It's also known as Tarzan Action Game, platform created in 1999.
Wait, this is so funny. I do not remember this and I've never seen this, I don't think.
I used to love this game.
Did you ever play
There's,
the
like,
Captain
Pepper
Crunch
Ellen.
game?
Mm-mm.
We had it was at school. I don't really know why they had it.
Wait, there's this website, and it's gamesnostalgia.com, and it, like, tells you all the, like, popular games. We were oh my god. It's just we played a lot.
Mario teaches typing. Stop. There's a Mario like typing game.
Oh my god, I remember typing games because I always used to try
Yeah.
to beat people in class 'cause we had computer class and, like,
Mhm.
you'd have to, like, type. I always tried to, like, be the fastest and beat people. So I always did the typing games to see, like, how much I could get right.
Yes. Wait, oh my
That then
god,
led
this
to me fighting on Zwinky, and I would type the hell out of my
wait,
let me pop it
Nitro
in.
Type. Did you ever it's literally called there's a website called Nitro Type and it's like different like you can like choose different games to like play somebody in typing. Should we play right now?
Yes.
Oh god. What
What
else
else?
was from
I
the
don't
2000s? I feel like I could literally keep going for
silly bands, like, always wearing the silly bands and, like honestly, that is what I think started all these, Taylor Swift bracelets. The silly bands were the
the fun.
first initial thing that you traded with friends,
Mhm. I used
and it
to
was
have
a
silly
movement.
bands up like up and
Oh,
down my
yeah.
arms.
Oh, yeah. It's
Up
like
and
whoever had
down
the
my arms.
most, whoever traded for, like, the better one that you
Yeah.
don't have that's, like, sold out, you had to find who had it and, like,
Yep.
offer them fucking your firstborn.
And it's so funny because, like, I remember our parents at this time being like, "Why the fuck are you so obsessed with these stupid ass bracelets? Like, this is so dumb. Like, I couldn't care less about this." And now looking back, I'm like, yeah, it is like really weird that these rubber band bracelets
Yeah.
like ruled our life.
Yeah,
What about
almost.
like fat? Like, okay, so did you ever wear double layered tank tops?
Oh, yeah.
Like double layered tank tops,
Sometimes triple.
two polos on top of each other?
Yes, putting it
The
over your like, shorts or leggings or
Mhm.
whatever the yeah, the double, oh my
Do you
god.
remember the long necklaces that were really popular for a while? Like, you would wrap it once really tight and then the other one, like, really long? Do you know what I'm
Show me
talking
a pic.
about? Okay.
I'm like, "Yeah,
Let me
probably."
let me go
Like,
grab
all
mine and put it on.
you're like, "Yeah, this one right here, what I'm gonna wear?"
Okay, this isn't, like, a good example because these are, like, party versions of them, but they literally just looked like these, like, beaded necklaces, but you would put, like you literally wrapped
Oh,
it
yeah.
once,
Yes.
and then you left
Yeah,
the other ones long.
yeah. Were
That was
rosary beads a huge thing, like, where you were or no? Because all the boys wore rosary beads for whatever reason, and
Yeah, I
all us
feel like
girls used to steal them.
yeah, we didn't really have a lot of
Really weird.
that I remember boys wearing any sort of jewelry.
The
Anybody in
DC shoes,
Oh, Etnies, Fat Farms, I
the
loved them.
Heelys.
I feel like I tried Heelys and, like, I
I
kinda wish
couldn't do
I
it.
had
I couldn't
Heelys
do it with
now.
the
No, me
yeah,
either.
same. I was always too scared, and then they, like, would flip out if you have Heelys on at school,
Yeah, I
but
think our
everyone
school
would get away
banned
with it.
them.
Yes.
Our school also banned, like, regular flip-flops at one point too, because so many
I
people's
think
were
ours did too.
breaking in the middle of the day.
Yeah, I think ours did too. You weren't, like, allowed to crazy.
Which
Middle
I
school was
actually just pulled a pair of sandals like that out of a box the other day to wear while we were giving the dogs baths outside, and I was like, "How did I ever" like, I cannot feel stuff in between my toes like that. Like, I don't know how I used to wear those sandals, I don't know how people still wear like, it overstimulated me the second they touched my toes. Like, I just can't do it. Like, slides until I die or nothing at all.
Yeah. Well, I wear flip-flops still, but
I think they look
now that
fine,
I
like, I have nothing against them. I just physically
it is a
cannot
weird
put
feeling.
something between my toes. It will send me into anaphylactic shock.
It's the 10-3 issues.
Yeah, sorry, very overstimulated by certain things touching my body, like clothes and shoes.
Yeah, had
Hair.
silly bands up her arms, though.
That was a lapse in judgment, okay? I was trying to do it to be cool. I was very
You're like,
uncomfortable the entire
anything
time.
anything to be cool. And those, Aeropostale ones that had the little buttons,
Mhm,
the V-necks, I was like, "Oh." And then you, like, layer a tank
mhm.
top underneath it.
I actually, like, still have a bunch of Aeropostale tank tops, the, like, cami ones with the built-in bras, like, I still fucking love those tank tops.
I do
Still love
not,
them.
but I
Oh,
did love those.
I definitely do. I wear them under,
That's
like,
what you wo
sweatshirts.
yeah, that's what you, like, wore when you were, like, too young for a bra, but, like,
Right.
you needed some the built-in bra. So funny.
Okay, well, I still really like it. It's literally the same shirt as this is just, like, a
Yes.
crop.
Yeah, no, it's the same
So,
thing.
like, sometimes when I wear, like, sweatshirts and I have a crop one on underneath, I don't like when I can feel the sweatshirt, like, touch my
Yeah.
stomach or something. Do you know what I
No.
mean?
No, and
I
you
like
just feel a
the
little
full length.
exposed. A little too exposed. Just sweatshirt on.
No,
Oh,
literally,
life
it's how I feel though. I'm like, my neck can't be out, my fingers can't be out.
no.
Like, I feel overexposed if I'm wearing anything but a sweatshirt and sweatpants. I
And
actually just saw a
that's
TikTok.
on all the sensory issues.
I just saw a TikTok and it was like, I'm going to the beach with my boyfriend and his family tomorrow, but like, why does it feel so inappropriate to wear a bathing suit?
I
Like,
know.
it feels so, I'm so weird. Like, and I was like, oh my God, that's literally me. Like, even going to the beach, I'm like, this is just weird. We're all like half naked.
Everyone's bodies are just out. How about nude beaches? My
I'm like, do
god.
normal people not think like that?
Yeah, no. Well, especially now, like, bathing suits, like, there are no bottoms that, like, cover my ass, and I'm always
No.
like, "Oh my god." Like, on the boat or, like, by the pool, and you're like, "Oh my god,
Like, I'm not
sorry, I
trying
have
to
a
have
big
my
butt and I can't
buns
hide
out.
it."
Yeah.
Yes. It's so hard. I'm like, "Oh god, none of my" I have, like, one bottom I always go for because it's, like, the most coverage, and it's still nothing. I'm like, "Oh my god."
I'm literally gonna get a swim dress.
Like, the, like, skirt and, like, the top
Some of them
situation.
are really cute, I think. I just feel like it would be a
Yeah.
lot, like, on your body when you're wet. Like, it would give me anxiety, I
Yeah.
think. It's like wearing a full
Yeah.
outfit.
Alexa's on the Cape swimming in her dress. With a
When
sweatshirt
I
over it.
show up ready for a boat day in my swim dress, don't say shit.
Sorry, she's just,
She's just, Amish. It's fine.
yeah, she can't oh my god, there were 3 Amish girls when we went on vacation in the Dominican, and I felt so bad because they were, like, in the long dresses and,
Yeah,
like, long sleeves, and it was so flippin' hot. I was like and they, like, went swimming in just, like, their dresses. I was like, "Wow, good for
there's
you."
an episode of The
Do not do that.
Duggars, like the 19 Kids and Counting that were all like very, very like fundamentalist, whatever. And there's an episode where they take all 19 of their kids to the beach and all of the boys are wearing like longer pants and like longer shirts and all of the girls are wearing long shirts with dresses and like
Yeah.
they're in the ocean like holding up their little
Yeah,
skirt like running around. I'm like, "Oh my god, that's
it's cra
miserable."
yes.
Like that's so fucked up.
Oh, yeah, these girls and they had to bring like, they can't eat anything that, like, they haven't made themselves. Um,
Oh
so they
my
brought,
god.
like, a ton of food with them on vacation to this all-inclusive, mind you, that you pay, like, to have all the food and drinks at, and
That's a lot of work.
they brought, like, chicken, like, I
See,
don't know
and,
how they
like,
did this. I
I
don't know how they flew with
respect
this,
it.
though.
No, like,
But, like,
how do you
how do
even bring
you
that through the airport?
I don't know, or, like, how you, like, store it? I don't know if it's on maybe it
Like,
was
it
on
couldn't
ice
be
or I
safe.
don't know. It was wild, though. I was like, "Wow,
That's a lot of
this is
effort, a lot of
crazy."
commitment. I just, like,
Yeah,
I respect, people's different religions and choices and stuff, but
yes.
the Amish are actually super fucked up. Like, the Amish are
Mhm.
like, there are a lot of no, I'm so serious. Hold on, there's a documentary that I swear everybody in the whole world needs to watch. Sins of the Amish. Watch the movie documentary Sins of the Amish, and I swear to God, you will never look at Amish people the same way. Women are abused. Everybody in that like whole it's a cult, it's abusive. They
Oh,
don't
yeah.
believe in modern medicine. Like if you have a toothache,
Yeah.
like instead of dealing with it, they take pliers and fucking rip it out of your head. Like nothing about it other than the fact that they make homemade food and grow crops is like good about them. Like they're
Yeah,
raping women, they're selling women at 15, they're marrying prearranged. Like it's actually
that's
fucking
awful.
insane.
Yeah, it's awful.
So
That is
that's
a cult.
my spiel about Amish people.
Maybe we'll do a debrief on all that. The
Well,
Amish.
yeah, actually, maybe we should.
Mhm. I would
And in the
watch it.
meantime, everyone go watch Sins of the Amish.
Yeah, and we'll report back.
That's something else I didn't know, like, wasn't normal. Like, my hometown is very close to the border of Pennsylvania, and we would just see, like, Amish people pulling, like, well, like, horse-drawn carriages and, like, pulling Amish people, like, down the street. Like, that was just
Hmm.
normal, and I just had no idea that it
I'm
wasn't.
surprised they even fly though, like
Yeah, don't
I
you
don't
technically not believe in the use of, like, any modern
right.
electricity, and isn't that a
Yeah.
plane?
Yeah. So, I don't know how they did that, but whatever.
Maybe they're
They were crazy, like, they were crazy. No, they were going fucking wild. They were, like, in the pool, screaming, dancing, like,
because they probably never have
fucking
seen that
running
stuff
around.
before.
It was wild. I'm like, "Oh my god, this is, like, such a calm resort," and these girls are in their dresses, fucking frolicking around. I was like, "Love that for you," but it was crazy.
I feel like we could
Yeah.
literally keep going forever, but maybe we'll make
I
this,
know.
part 1 of however many until we feel like we have
Yeah.
debriefed everything from the early 2000s.
Oh my god, it will never be enough.
It'll never be enough, and let us know what you remember,
Mm,
movies, TV shows, games, toys, literally iPod Nanos, hit clips,
oh
whatever you
god.
were hype about in the 2000s. Let us know.
We'll see you next week. Spotify has a new little feature where you can now leave comments on episodes. So you can leave us a comment here, or you can head over to our Instagram, share your thoughts on this episode. Yeah, we'll see you next Monday.
See you next week. Love you. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for hanging. If you aren't sick of us yet, jump over to the Socially Unfiltered Pod Instagram,
Check out the social media manager blueprint,
and everything else you'll need can be found in the show notes.
and we'll see you next Monday.